Bills and the Jags, and this was one, talking about like not great circumstances and all that. Josh Allen just decided his team wasn't going to lose this football game at some point. And he has done that a lot. And like we talk about, or I just talked about with Herbert, like, hey, it's not going to be ideal circumstances always. At some point, we have to blame you for some. Allen, I think, should get the leeway that this dude gets at different times. Like some of the losses that he has, he scored a touchdown to go up with 13 seconds left, didn't touch the football again, and lost that game. Like, he has lost in spectacular, heartbreaking ways that aren't his fault. And this time, he threw that Superman cape on. And it was a reminder, after last year where Mahomes got beat up by the Eagles, this was a reminder that sometimes, and we talked about it in the pregame show, when we're like looking at it, and it's like Jacksonville checks every single box, except that one at the top, where it's the quarterback. And sometimes, if that box is checked, that's the only one you need. And Josh Allen proved that when he is out there, sometimes that's the only one that you need checked. I thought he was great in this game. I don't love this from the Jacksonville side. We talked going in, like Etienne, whatever his running total is, hit that over. Put him in your DraftKings lineups, whatever you want to do, because this is the game that's set up for him. This is a Bills team that you can run on. Etienne has been worked into this offense more and more. And then you have a proof of concept early on. They had 100 yards on like 9 carries. Tootin just busts off 45 yards. They're running the ball effectively. And then it was almost like, it was like in what we assume high school sometimes is like, where things are going well, but the star quarterback with the long pretty hair hasn't got the ball in a little bit. So like the mom or his oil tycoon dad, who is paid for the jerseys or something, calls from the above and it's like, hey, my kid hasn't done the ball in a while. This is his team. Throw the football. And then you end up losing because of it. Like I don't get. We saw it a couple of times this week, honestly. Teams were able to run the ball well. And I'm not saying run the ball 8 times in a row, but teams were able to run the ball well and then all of a sudden just fall into this pass-happy routine and, oh shit, we just had a drive that went 25 seconds and now the other team has the ball again. Not going to try getting lessons from this. I thought it was the wrong game plan against the wrong team. They tried to show that Trevor Lawrence could go blow for blow with Josh Allen instead of trying to prove that the Jacksonville Jaguars could beat the Buffalo Bills. And again, I think it ended up costing them. If they go a little bit more with the run attack and just have Lawrence be there as a complementary piece, at least early on, then I think you can really establish something there. But because that's how you beat Buffalo. You've been able to run on this team all season long. And this team has a good running game. Etienne's a solid running back. Tootin, I think, is going to be an all right running back. Really funny name. They have opportunities to do a lot of stuff, and they just didn't. And I think I've talked about this. We'll talk about it again with the Eagles here in a second. Sometimes it feels like teams are trying to prove something that isn't, we can win this football game. And I think that ends up costing Jacksonville. Great season. Neat moment with Cohen and the reporter thereafter. I know some people are kind of shitting on it. I thought it was fine. A great season out there, and I think this team will be back, hopefully, with some of the lessons that they learned from this one. But now, interesting matchup with the Bills and the Broncos next weekend, because Denver can run the football, but I don't view them as a team like Jacksonville that has a running back that can truly take advantage of everything that's happening on the defensive side for the Bills. So interested to kind of break that one down as the week rolls on.